Did you know that after turning 60, your body naturally begins to lose muscle? And by 70, this decline can affect up to 15% of your total muscle mass? For most older adults, this change is most noticeable in the legs. That's why simple things, like climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or taking a walk, start feeling harder. Now here's the scary part. Falls are the #1 cause of injuries among seniors, and they often begin with weak leg muscles. A single misstep could mean a fractured hip, surgery, or losing your ability to live independently. But here's a ray of hope, something most seniors never hear from their doctors. There's a simple, delicious smoothie, rich in one overlooked nutrient, that can help keep your legs strong and your steps steady well past 70. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is and how to use it to reclaim your strength. If staying active and independent matters to you, and I know it does, go ahead and click the like button to let YouTube know this is the kind of content you care about. Subscribe if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a new tip. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing you wish someone had told you sooner about aging and leg strength? I'd love to hear your story. Let's pause for a moment and talk about something most people only realize when it's already interfering with their daily life, the silent weakening of our legs. You may not notice it right away. Maybe it starts with something small, like feeling winded after climbing the stairs or avoiding long walks because your knees feel unstable. You begin relying more on furniture to move around your home. You might even stop going outside as often because you're afraid of falling. These aren't just harmless signs of aging. They're serious warning signals, and they deserve your full attention. Imagine waking up one morning, going to pour yourself a glass of water, and realizing your legs don't feel steady underneath you. You grab onto the kitchen counter, hoping no one saw it. Maybe you laugh it off, blame it on just being tired, or say, well, I'm not getting any younger. But deep down, it scares you. That moment, when your legs hesitate, is the body's way of whispering, I need help. Unfortunately, most seniors don't listen until it becomes a shout, usually in the form of a fall, a fracture, or a hospital visit. The reality is this. Our leg muscles naturally shrink as we age, and that process speeds up once we pass 60. This condition, known as sarcopenia, quietly affects millions of older adults every year. In fact, studies from the National Institutes of Health show that people lose 3 to 5% of their muscle mass each decade after the age of 30, and the rate climbs rapidly beyond age 60. The legs, being large muscle groups, are often the first to go. And because they support your entire body, any weakness there becomes a risk to your mobility, balance, and independence. But here's the problem most people overlook. Sarcopenia doesn't only come from aging. It comes from something you may not expect: undernourishment. No, we're not talking about eating too little. We're talking about eating without the right nutrients. Seniors who eat regular meals can still lack critical proteins, amino acids, and micronutrients needed to maintain strong, functioning legs. That means even if you're eating 3 times a day, your muscles may still be starving and shrinking without your knowledge. And when muscle declines, something else creeps in: fear. You start walking slower, more cautiously. You plan your outings around places that have railings or benches. You say no to activities you once enjoyed, like dancing, hiking, or just playing with your grandkids in the park. You stop moving as much. And when movement decreases, muscle loss speeds up even more. It's a vicious cycle, one that quietly robs you of your strength, your energy, and your confidence. Some people turn to medications. Others try physical therapy. Many start using canes or walkers. But here's something most doctors won't tell you. Your recovery doesn't begin in the gym. It begins in your kitchen. It begins with what you put into your body first thing in the morning. Because while exercise is essential, no amount of movement will rebuild muscles that aren't being properly fueled. That's why today's video is so important. We're not talking about another pill or exercise routine. We're talking about one daily smoothie, easy to make, delicious to drink, and full of ingredients designed specifically to help seniors protect and rebuild the very muscles that keep them moving forward. And inside that smoothie is one overlooked nutrient that your legs are desperately waiting for. A nutrient most seniors don't get enough of, and that could make all the difference between needing a helping hand and walking confidently on your own. Now, I won't reveal the full recipe just yet. That's coming soon. But I want you to understand this clearly. Leg strength is not just about being able to walk. It's about independence. It's about keeping your dignity. It's about being able to care for yourself, stay in your own home, and live without fear. And if there were one small thing you could do each day to make that possible, wouldn't you want to know what it is? So let's keep going. In the next section, I'll finally reveal the key nutrient inside that powerful smoothie and explain exactly how it helps your body rebuild strength from the inside out. So, what is the secret inside this smoothie that helps seniors walk stronger, steadier, and more confidently, even past 70? It's not something fancy or expensive. It's not a rare extract or trendy superfood. It's something most people have heard of, but don't use nearly enough. High-quality, absorbable protein. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I already eat protein. I have eggs for breakfast or chicken at dinner. But here's where it gets interesting. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using protein, especially when it comes to rebuilding muscles that have already started to weaken. So while you may be eating enough protein, your body might not be using it effectively. And that's where the trouble begins. Let's look at what the science says. Major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults require more protein per meal to stimulate muscle repair compared to younger adults. In other words, what used to work in your 30s or 40s no longer gives you the same benefits in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. According to researchers, consuming 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal is ideal for maintaining and rebuilding muscle in seniors. But most seniors fall short, not just in daily totals, but especially in the morning, when the body is most ready to absorb and use protein to support your muscles throughout the day. That's why starting your day with a protein-rich smoothie is a game changer. Let's talk about what happens inside. Your body, when you consume enough protein early in the day, your body breaks it down into amino acids, the tiny building blocks of muscle. These amino acids travel through your bloodstream and begin repairing, rebuilding, and strengthening your muscle fibers. For seniors, this is especially critical in the legs, where the largest muscles live and where most balance-related issues begin. And when you combine that protein with the right vitamins and minerals, like vitamin D, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and omega-3 south, you don't just build muscle. You protect your bones, improve your joint flexibility, and enhance circulation, all of which are necessary for staying on your feet longer, stronger, and safer. A landmark study in the Journal of Gerontology looked at seniors who consumed a high-protein smoothie every morning, combined with light daily activity. After just 12 weeks, participants showed an average of 18% more leg strength, fewer balance issues, and a 28% reduction in fall risk compared to those who didn't change their diet. Another study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging showed that older adults who consumed protein-rich meals 3 times a day retained significantly more muscle mass than those who ate protein mostly at dinner. The morning matters. Your muscles are waiting to be fed, and if you give them what they need early in the day, they respond. Now, Here's where the smoothie comes in. Unlike a heavy breakfast or difficult-to-digest meal, a well-made smoothie delivers nutrients quickly, efficiently, and gently, which is especially important for seniors who may have slower digestion, smaller appetites, or chewing difficulties. Let's break down what's in this walking strong smoothie. We begin with a base of Greek yogurt or a clean, plant-based protein powder. Both options provide high-quality protein, around 20 to 25 grams per serving, which supports muscle repair and growth. Greek yogurt also contains calcium and probiotics, which are excellent for bone health and digestion. Next, we add a banana, which gives you potassium. This essential mineral helps your muscles contract properly and prevents the cramping that many older adults experience, especially at night or after walks. Then, we throw in a handful of blueberries or strawberries. These are rich in antioxidants and help fight the inflammation that often causes joint pain and stiffness in the knees and hips. Add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed for fiber and omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats reduce inflammation and promote joint flexibility, helping your legs feel looser and less stiff during movement. Finally, pour in a cup of fortified almond, oat, or soy milk. These are usually enriched with vitamin D and calcium, two nutrients that are vital for maintaining strong bones and reducing the risk of fractures from falls. That's it. No fancy ingredients, no pills, just real nutrient-dense foods working together to support the one thing you rely on most, your ability to walk confidently and without fear. Here's the beautiful part. Even if you've already experienced some leg weakness, even if you've fallen in the past, it's not too late. Studies show that muscle can be rebuilt at any age, even into your 80s and 90s, as long as you consistently provide it with the right support. So the next time you're standing in your kitchen, wondering what to eat for breakfast, I want you to remember this. Your first meal of the day sets the tone for your entire body, not just for energy, but for strength, stability, and confidence in every step you take. This smoothie isn't just food. It's fuel. It's therapy. It's freedom in a glass. And the best part? You don't need to wait weeks to start feeling the difference. Now that you know the power behind this smoothie, let's make it real. This isn't about completely changing your lifestyle overnight. It's about one simple addition to your day. A consistent, comforting ritual that supports your legs, joints, bones, and muscles every single morning. Let me walk you through it step by step so you feel confident making it yourself. First, let's start with your protein source, the star of the show. If you're okay with dairy, go with 3/4 cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It's rich in complete protein, calcium, and probiotics, which also support digestion and gut health, something seniors often struggle with. If you prefer a dairy-free option or have lactose intolerance, a scoop of clean, plant-based protein powder is just as effective. Make sure it offers 20 to 25 grams of protein per serving and contains no artificial sweeteners or synthetic additives. Next, let's add a medium-sized banana. Bananas are more than just tasty. They're one of the best sources of potassium, which plays a critical role in muscle function. Low potassium levels can lead to cramps, especially in the legs and feet. By starting your day with potassium, you're helping your muscles stay calm and coordinated all day long. Now, it's time for berries. Add 1/2 cup of blueberries or strawberries, fresh or frozen. These fruits are packed with antioxidants, which fight inflammation and support blood flow. Poor circulation is a hidden issue for many seniors and can cause legs to feel heavy, achy, or restless. These berries help restore that healthy flow, making movement feel easier and more natural. To support joint flexibility and reduce stiffness, we include 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds. These little seeds are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your knees, hips, and ankles. They also provide fiber, which supports healthy digestion and helps you feel full longer, preventing overeating later in the day. For your liquid base, use 1 cup of unsweetened almond, oat, or soy milk. The important thing here is to choose a variety that's fortified with vitamin D and calcium. As we age, our bodies lose bone density, especially in the hips and spine. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't properly absorb calcium, which puts you at risk of fractures. This is especially dangerous if you fall. The vitamin D and calcium in this smoothie work together to keep your bones strong and supportive, so your muscles have a stable foundation to work from. Now, here's where we go one step further. For an extra boost of minerals, throw in a small handful of baby spinach or kale. These greens are full of magnesium, a mineral that supports muscle relaxation, heart health, and nerve function. If you've ever had twitchy legs at night or trouble sleeping, magnesium could be the missing piece. And don't worry, once blended, the greens don't affect the taste much at all. Blend everything together for about 30 seconds until smooth and creamy. You can adjust the thickness by adding more liquid or tossing in a few ice cubes if you prefer a colder drink. You don't need sugar, honey, or sweet syrups. The fruit provides plenty of natural sweetness. Drink it slowly and enjoy it mindfully. This smoothie isn't just breakfast. It's your daily medicine, packed into a delicious and gentle package. Now, what if you don't want to drink it every single day? That's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Start with 3 to 4 times a week, and you'll begin to notice the benefits. Over time, many seniors find themselves craving it, not just because of the taste, but because of how it makes their body feel. And here's a bonus for those who have a limited appetite or trouble with larger meals. This smoothie is easier to consume than a full plate of food, and it's digested more gently. That means even on days when your energy is low or your stomach feels sensitive, you can still give your muscles the fuel they need. For those wondering about protein supplements, yes, they're helpful, especially for seniors who struggle to meet protein needs through food alone. If you choose a supplement, look for ones labeled whey isolate or plant-based complete protein, with at least 20 grams of protein per scoop. Be sure they're third-party tested and low in sugar. Always talk to your doctor or nutritionist before starting a supplement, especially if you have kidney issues. Finally, here's a little tip to make it even more effective. Drink your smoothie after light movement, like a short morning walk or a few gentle stretches. This helps your muscles open up and absorb the nutrients more efficiently. Think of it like giving your body a sponge that's ready to soak up everything good. And if you can, take your smoothie near a window or outside. A little morning sunlight helps your body activate the vitamin D you're consuming. That's a beautiful way to start the day. Nourishment, movement, and light. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Even one change, one smoothie, is enough to begin the shift. You'll be surprised how much strength, energy, and peace can come from one small, consistent habit. So, you might be wondering, how soon will I feel a difference? The beautiful thing about this smoothie isn't just how it tastes. It's how quickly your body begins to respond when you give it what it needs. While everyone's body is unique, here's what research and real-life experiences from seniors often show. Within the first 2 weeks, many people report feeling more energy during the day. That morning fatigue that used to cling to you like a heavy coat, it starts to lift. You'll notice your legs feel less tired after walking, and you may begin to feel steadier as you move from room to room. By the end of 1 month, your balance begins to improve. Simple movements, like getting up from a chair, stepping out of the shower, or walking upstairs, feel easier and more stable. You're holding on to furniture less. You may even feel confident enough to walk a little farther or stand little longer without needing to sit down right away. By 3 months, the real transformation begins. Clinical studies, such as those in the British Journal of Nutrition, show that seniors consistently consuming protein-rich smoothies see improvements in leg strength by up to 20%, and their risk of falling drops significantly. You may feel it in your posture, your stride, and your confidence. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you feel stronger, not just in your legs, but in your spirit. You move without hesitation. You stand tall. And for the first time in a long time, you feel truly steady on your feet. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. As we age, our leg muscles naturally weaken. This process, known as sarcopenia, leads to loss of strength, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls, the #1 cause of injury among seniors. But the real tragedy? Most people don't realize. It's happening until they're already struggling to walk, climb stairs, or stand for long periods. And even then, they don't know that one simple daily habit could make all the difference. That habit is your smoothie, packed with the exact nutrients your legs need to stay strong and steady. By starting your morning with high-quality protein, potassium, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats, you're giving your body the tools it needs to repair and rebuild. You're supporting your muscles, protecting your bones, and reducing inflammation, all in one delicious glass. And the best part? It's never too late. Even if you've lost some strength, even if you've had a fall, this smoothie can help you bounce back. Step by step, sip by sip, because you deserve more than just getting by. You deserve freedom. You deserve confidence. You deserve to keep walking strong, not just today, but for many years to come. You've worked hard your whole life. You've given to others. Now it's time to give your body what it needs and reclaim the independence you've earned. So now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you think you're getting enough protein in your diet? Or maybe you're inspired to try this smoothie for the first time tomorrow morning? Let us know in the comments. We read every one, and your stories truly matter. If this video helped you feel more hopeful and informed, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. More gentle, powerful health tips for seniors are on the way, because aging strong is something we believe in.